Hello everyone and welcome to the video edition of our Schuldschein market update. My name is Morris Gutermann, responsible for corporate DCM at Helaba. With me today, someone you know very well, Ulrich Kirschner, Senior Analyst at Helaba Research and the author of our quarterly bond and Schuldschein market updates. Hello Uli and good to have you here.
Hello Morris and thank you.
Well, the last time around out of the studio we presented our Q1 update. The quarter was quite positive, although dominated by a single $1 billion transaction out of Austria. This had a statistical effect on the relative market shares of both international issuers and green and ESG. Meanwhile, we have the benefit of a further 3 months of market data, which should hopefully present a more complete and balanced picture. So at halftime, to use a football term, a good opportunity to review and to maybe look forward to the rest of the year. In this sense, Uli, I had a look at the numbers. Looks like the market underperformed in Q2. Is this more of what we have to expect for the rest of the year?
Yes, Morris, indeed. Issuance volume in the second quarter of this year was quite a bit lower than in the same period of last year. In the end, 2.5 billion were placed in 20 transactions. Of this 2.5 billion, 500 million came in the largest deal from the French telecommunications company Iliad. However, when I look at what's going on in the market right now, so to give a little perspective in the future, we have already 13 deals in marketing phase at the moment that will be valued at a later stage during the course of this year. And apart from that, we have to keep in mind that there are certain deals where the marketing phase is already over, but where the final volume will be valued also at some point later this year. So with these 2 points, I think I'm rather positive that the market dynamic will pick up in the second half of this year.
Yes, well, you mentioned the live deals, which will accrue in Q3. What about the pipeline itself? What can you make out there?
Yeah, what we see is, first of all, that the sector mix is as broad as we had it in the first half of this year. So the 13 deals at the moment come from 8 different sectors, so really a broad sector mix there. And apart from that, all of these deals come from unrated companies. Yeah? So that is also a little bit a continuation of what we saw in the first half of 2021, where unrated companies dominated that refinancing segment even more than in previous years. Why is that? I think this is largely due to the fact that corporates currently face more favorable financing conditions in the corporate bond market than in the Schuldschein market. And that is basically due to the ECB purchases, what I think.
I understand, and non-rated companies have always been fundamental to the Schuldschein market, so in that sense a natural development there. What other positive signs would you mention here?
So we perceive that foreign issuers start to return stronger to that market segment. In the first half of 2021, close to 40% of the entire market volume was placed by companies from abroad. That is almost double to what we saw in 2020. So, and as we know, international issuers have been very important for market growth in the Schuldschein segment in the past. So that is also something where I'm quite positive that we see a pickup in development in the second half of 2021.
Yes, international issues are indeed a major growth area. Come to think of it, I would say green and ESG, as I mentioned up front, is another such growth area. What's been happening there?
So from the 51 deals we saw valued in the first half of this year, 8 came with a sustainability component. That doesn't sound really that much at first, but these 8 deals stand for almost 30% of the market volume. So I would say a little bit more impressive than just a number of 8. So what else we perceive is that these Schuldschein were mostly sustainability-linked Schuldschein. What is that again? So the proceeds from the Schuldschein are not really predetermined, but rather the sustainability component is linked to the compliance with certain KPIs or an ESG rating. So if I look again a little bit into the perspective, what's going on in the market right now with these 13 deals in marketing phase, 4 of these deals come again with a sustainability component. I think that shows me very clearly that this topic will stay with us in the future.
Well, Uli, many thanks. As always, very interesting and informative. I think we hit on all of the topics. We will now look forward to the third quarter and how it goes, and we'll meet up here, I think, by the end of September at the latest. So we'll see you then. Take care, and thank you for watching.